Minecraft's oceans are boring. Now, they've come a long way, but they're still boring. And worse still, they're unrealistic. A Minecraft ocean can reach a maximum, like absolute maximum. This is if there are ravines going to bedrock of maybe like 90 meters / blocks deep. That is like the shallowest sea in real life. Obviously, we all know that the Mariana Trench is 11,000 meters / blocks deep. But, my dear viewer, it does not have to be like this. I'll be showing you, and hopefully any Mojang devs watching, what could be in our oceans, while also discussing how this would change gameplay, factions, servers, all of that. Enjoy. It's been pretty well established that Minecraft's ocean's depth is, well, lacking. It is just absolutely pointless to have anything like water-breathing potions or nautilus shells when you can simply just swim to the bottom and place a door down. But what if I told you there's a solution? One that could actually be implemented in vanilla right now. So let's put our diving suit on and dive into the depths. This is the Abyssal Chasm from the mod Alex's Caves. Go check it out. There are like so many different cool things and features. I just highly recommend you take a look. Wow, it is just so dark down here. But the thing that I think is really cool about the Abyssal Chasm is the fact that this does not change anything about world generation other than, of course, the actual cavern itself. The world is not extended 64 blocks up or down. It's not going to cause any more lag. This is just a change to the blocks that are already here. The world still goes only to -64. This is just a different way of using it. And not to mention that it adds some really cool content, but I'll get onto that later. But what if you're like, 80 blocks isn't nearly deep enough, Mr. Funky? Well, the game Stormworks has what I would say is the nuclear, but more realistic option. Oh, hello everybody. I've left the body in Minecraft, and I'm now in the video game Stormworks. Now, oceans in Stormworks go significantly deeper, so let's give it a quick explore with the submarine. Alright, that's the continental shelf right there. I'm using a mod for this, by the way, and let's start filling the ballast. Alright, let's dive beneath the waves. Okay, here it is. Wow, that's kind of crazy to see. That's the continental shelf. This is Jesus. Alright, we are at 400 meters deep and decreasing fast. Oh, Jesus. Alright, we just passed 1,000. Here we are, guys. We just reached the bottom. I did kind of slam into it, so we are sinking. But 2,160 meters deep, and there's still more to go. I gotta get the hell out of here. I am blowing the ballast. Let's do ballast empty and blow it. Hopefully we can actually get out of here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think my ballast tank got broken in the explosion. I think I'm gonna die down here. There's no way I'm swimming 2,000 meters up. But anyways, it just goes to show that things can be a lot deeper and still not necessarily lag. And I know this isn't exactly the same type of world generation as Minecraft, and this is way too deep for gameplay purposes, in my opinion. That is a long time swimming, even if it is realistic to most oceans in the world. But it's just to show what's possible. The current size of Minecraft oceans are, of course, a big issue. But I already made a video on that, so go watch it. But in short, Minecraft's oceans need to be bigger and take up more of the map, with land masses being separated as continents, in my opinion at least. But with that out of the way, let's get on to... Minecraft's oceans feel like they've always just been lacking content. Sure, there's the occasional coral reef, and yes, we've come a very long way because of 1.13, and I am very thankful for that. But you cannot shake the feeling that you are going through what feels like a dead landscape a lot of the time. Occasionally getting a glimpse of small fish and maybe a squid. The mod Alex's Mobs shows us just how biodiverse the Minecraft world really can be. Sharks, whales, crocodiles, seals, orcas. These could be brilliant additions to the Minecraft world that would really bring life to Minecraft's oceans. It would give you something possibly even to fear in the case of sharks and crocodiles. And they could be incorporated into a more advanced game mechanics, for example, let's say riding a whale, or being able to control a pod of orcas similar to dogs. And while I know that Mojang's stance on stuff like sharks and riding dolphins and all that is a negative, we as the community, we gotta fight back against this decision. Because content to the oceans not only makes it more interesting, but it also gives you something to do there. Because there's little point in increasing the depth and the size of Minecraft's oceans if we don't actually change anything about them. But there's more that can be done than just adding more animals. Going back to Alex's caves now, there's just so much content that you can have. Like, let's say you want to go down into one of the really deep areas. You could make it so that night vision doesn't work and that you need to brew a special potion with a fish down there, which they have here. Or they invented the spear before Mojang did. This came out at 1.20.1, by the way, so before 1.22. And you could try and incorporate a bit of magic into it, whatever this does over here. Oh, it attacks landmines, eh? Having a submarine in the game to explore the deeper depths, I know that might be a bit far, but still I think it would be a really cool concept that people would actually really like in the game. I think there's a better way to integrate it than just having something that you can spawn in, but still, definitely something that we should consider for a possible update to the ocean, especially for making them significantly deeper. We're going to want a proper way of exploring them. And moreover, there's all these really cool structures that Mojang could think of. More than just, say, underwater villages or ocean ruins, you could, of course, have whale carcasses, like here. Or you could have these little homes that somebody's made, this, like, it's like Octonauts a bit. Just these cool underwater bases that, wow, okay, this reminds me of Subnautica, actually. Where you can find stuff like this that is really cool. Not to mention underwater thermal vents. I feel like this is something that is sorely missed by the game. We kind of have them with magma, but I have to say this is done in a much, much better fashion. And of course, these like little pieces of moving coral. I think Mojang should really try and look at this sort of stuff, because it is real, it does exist, especially in the deep sea. And speaking of ambient life, you can see how Alex's mobs is already integrated into here. We've got some nice deep sea squid with some lanternfish, and these are all other Alex's mobs things. The main interesting thing about being down here is the sheer number of possibilities that you have with deep sea mobs. Look at that fish though, right there. That is exquisite. Like, imagine if Mojang added in something like that. Like, that is dedication. He's probably going to try and come and kill me now. Oh my god, and the ambient sounds here as well. Look at those teeth. How could you not be afraid? I know, of course, Mojang loves making it a kid's game, but still. It just shows us what could be. What is the potential? There's just so much potential that Minecraft's oceans have, which is just completely underutilized. I mean, come on guys, adding bioluminescence, that's a no-brainer. Okay, so let's say we've increased the size, depth, and content of the ocean. The same issue still remains. How do we get across it? One of the biggest complaints from the continent system in pre-1.7.2 was the boredom of just sitting there for thousands of blocks just holding W on your boat. But what if I told you there was another way? Oh, what a nice Minecraft night this is, and oh my god, what is that? Is that a boat that you can build in Minecraft and go across the ocean with? And Mr. Funky already made a video about it? Just kidding, that's enough product placement for one video. But Valkyrian Skies is really cool because instead of like every other mod out there which just gives you an entity that you spawn in, you can place down any set of blocks and then assemble it into a ship. And you can walk around and use it even while it's moving. You can set onto cruise control and you can literally just fly forever in one direction. You never have to touch the ground if you want. It is so cool. It's incredibly versatile. You can do ships and airships and tweak it however you like. I highly suggest you guys use it and try it out because it suddenly changes the whole dynamic of water. Instead of something that you avoid, it becomes the place that you live. It inverts it. You only go onto land to get supplies and you live on the water or in the air. And they could be tweaked to be made a fair bit faster than modern boats. Maybe not as fast as an Elytra, but still, if you are able to spend some fuel or whatnot. And yes, while such a thing is quite un-Minecrafty, and I'm not sure Mojang will be adding it in anytime soon, I still think that this is something that will massively improve the way oceans are. Boats are something that's been requested for the game for literally decades now, and so I really think let's just keep on cracking at it. Maybe one day Mojang will bring it in. Psst. Hey you, hey viewer. Wait, no, don't click off the video just yet. Speaking of Valkyrian Skies, I just want to quickly say that I'm hosting another Minecraft Civilization event, but the twist is that we're all going to be in airships and boats, and we're going to be fighting against a massive zombie horde. If you want to take part in it, just join my Discord server, link in the description. Just FYI, it's Java only, you need mods, and you need Discord. I can't tell you how many "is this Bedrock?" comments I've gotten, but I'll see you there. Well, Funkers, I think it's clear that we've all decided that something can actually be done about Minecraft's oceans. And that there really is a way for Mojang, if they actually decided to put their mind to it. Keep in mind, it took us like 10 years of begging to get a cave update. They could actually make this happen. These are some changes that I've proposed. Obviously, tell me what you think about them in the comments, whether or not you agree with me or disagree with me. And what other changes you might want to see to Minecraft Oceans. I know many people want to see physics, like waves happening. Frankly, I really don't think that one's happening, but it could be cool. But anyways, once again, I want to thank you all so much for watching. And yes, if you want to help this video out in the algorithm, feel free to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and all of that stuff if you enjoy this content. And yeah, make sure to join my Discord servers and communities. Alright, well, thank you all, and Fonkemonke out.